Everybody in line dance world. Happy spring. It's springtime, y'all. I know everybody enjoys spring weather and it's nice out. It's gonna be the sun is out longer. So welcome to the Let's Talk Soul podcast line dance podcast 201th episode. 201 episode. That's crazy, Carlos. Anyway, let me introduce you to my co-host, the line dance prince. You see his chair back there. He's just chilling, and we got a wonderful episode today. I think between both of us, we probably got like 30 years of line dancing in for sure. So we kind of know a little something. So what's up, Mr. Carlos? I know you were. I was supposed to be in Columbus, but I had a busy day yesterday. I started my new class and went to a birthday party and dance. So how was it?
Yeah, it was cool. We just got back literally like an hour ago. It was, and the thing about it, I hate, I tell people I hate showcases at events, but they did a showcase that was pretty different. What they did was honored all the instructors, and
What?
they dances. They did one dance from all of the instructors that was there that was featured. So they had an all male lineup. So they did one for Stefan and Earl and Ricky Potts
Wow.
and Harris Parks and me. And
Uh-huh.
it was just Reggie. It did a dance. Uh, Douglas Hawkins. They did a dance from everybody, and it was cool. Like, and to see their group do all these dances, and they weren't all easy dances either. So I was like, okay, all right.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah, so the classy ladies, they actually put together a great event. That was pretty cool.
All right, we
Good time.
waiting for people to chime in on the request. I don't see nothing. Sometimes I'll be
Uh,
worried when I don't see nobody say something over here in our
oh no,
chat.
we good. We got 7. We got
Okay,
one on. We
maybe
got
coming
people on
in.
Twitch today. People on Twitch,
Okay,
YouTube, and Facebook. Talking about the chat feature. And they
yeah.
just tuning in. They gotta get their plates and they drinks and stuff together and pop their popcorn. You're not gonna start commenting. If you could comment, y'all comment in the where y'all from, where y'all watching from.
Thank you. So we know. So because we had Carla from the
Yeah,
UK was the
Carla
first
Gray
one I
pop.
seen.
There you go.
All out that way. But so we got two wonderful legends of line dance back in the day. Last couple of classes we had like the future and the present of line dancing. This is the past, the future, and the present of line dancing. So these guys, I'm gonna let you because you know them better than I do, Carlos. I'm gonna let you bring them on in.
Well, first and
Profile.
foremost, some of y'all know him. A lot of y'all know him. Most of y'all should know him. If you don't know him, you've been under a rock. He's already been on the podcast a few times. He's been on my podcast. He's been on your mama podcast. He's been on TV. He's been on stages all over the country at the trail ride scene and the soul line dance scene. Big Moochie baby.
Hey, I'm back.
What's up, big Mooch,
And
baby?
and Moochie been line dancing for a while in Cleveland, but there's somebody else that been line dancing a little bit longer in Cleveland. We're gonna bring this man to the stage. He is known as the king of line dancing in Cleveland, Ohio. If there is a floor 4x4, 6x8, I don't care what side the dance floor is, he has taught line dancing on it in Cleveland. He has had classes with 500 people in it at the casino. Some of y'all know him. If you're from Cleveland, you damn sure know him, Mr. Robert Johnson Jr.
Thank y'all for the opportunity to come on y'all program. I appreciate it, my brothers.
What's
I'm
up, man? Look, we lost Robert. Just like that. He gotta go dance somewhere right now.
At least we heard the voice. Okay, at least we heard the voice because he's the voice. He'll be back, everybody.
Rob, when you come in, stop touching buttons.
What did Marvin
and
say? Call us up.
my stream keep going out. I don't know why, man. I call myself getting somewhere where I got a good signal. But I'm in the building, y'all. I appreciate y'all. If it go back out, I keep going back in.
Just stay right where you at. Don't touch nothing else.
Put the comments so everyone can see them for all the venues, Facebook and YouTube. Put the comments there. You know, I'm not tech savvy.
No, so Melva, the way it works is, so we using a software that we can stream on all the platforms at once. So you can only see, matter of fact, because right now, Melva, you're watching from YouTube. So you'll only be able to see the people's comments from YouTube. But me, Mr. Charles, we can see the comments from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So that's why we try to stop and read them sometimes, because you can't see all the comments. But forget everybody else, Melvin. Just focus on us on the screen. Don't worry about the comment section. Focus on us. Focus on us. Focus on us.
This is the man show
right here. All this awesomeness right here on the screen. You won't even be looking at nothing else. What's up, y'all?
Well, we're gonna try to do something different. We're gonna do something different today because we be on for a while. So what we're gonna do right off the bat with Carlos and myself, Teamworks, before we even get with Big Moochie, then we're gonna go ahead and read some of the stuff, get it out the way, and then that way the rest of it's gonna be on them. Okay, and we're gonna just let them talk. Okay, go ahead, Carlos, my brother.
Right now, regardless of what platform you're on, like, share, subscribe to the page. If you're on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You probably already did, because that's the only way you got in here so fast. But let your friends know to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we go live or we post anything on that platform. And it's a like button on YouTube right there. You can hit it. You don't gotta log out to hit it. Hit the like button. It's a thumbs up symbol like this. Hit it right now because it's free to do it. It don't cost you no money to do it. Just hit the like button. Do it right now. Same thing for you guys watching on Facebook, the like button, so we can influence the algorithm so everybody can start seeing what we're doing. And if you know people need to know who Big Moochie is and Robert Johnson Jr., make sure you share this post with your people. Instructors, definitely share it with your class. All right. All right, we got the line dancing groovycruise.com. We got about, I think my mother said 18 cabins left now. We're counting down on the space. Got about 18 cabins left. If you're interested in going on the line dancing Groovy Cruise, it's going to be 3,000 of us. So when I say 18 cabins left, it's not a small little group going. The ship is pretty much sold out. We're going to go with or without you, but I'd rather you be there. So go to www.thelinedandsingggroovycruise.com. Big Moochie, Robert Johnson, Mr. Charles, and a slew of other line dance people will be on that ship. Do not miss it.
All of us. You are so right. Don't want to miss it.
National Line Dance Week is coming up in the fall. It is September. It's founded by Shirley Mitchell. The dates are September 8th through the 13th, 2025. Make sure you do some festive for National Line Dance Week in September and get out there and dance.
Now we need to go to the important resources real quick as we're moving on.
All right. If you have a dance, if you have a class, if you're looking for a class, if you have an event or you're looking for an event in certain cities, go to urbanlinedanceconnection.com. This is your resource for all things line dance when it comes to dances, classes, and events. Created by Nicole Points, a great resource for a lot of you people looking for stuff to get into.
Yeah, we need to get her on here. That's for sure. Okay.
All right, Universal Soul Line Dancing on Facebook. This is where all the line dance people connect. You can post your dances. You can find out information about certain events. And you can see dances from all over the country, not just line dancing. This is a resource for all line dancing levels and all line dance genres. Country, urban, soul, a little bit of everything, all drizzled into one. Go to Universal Soul Line Dancing on Facebook. It's a beautiful group. I think about 60, 70,000 people in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we got to keep this thing going so you can donate. Donations. We accept the kind of change that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. You can cash out a money sign McFadden JE, or you can Zelle 813-416-8799. This goes straight to Joe, as you see, Joe McFadden, who is the husband of the late great Queen Sheila. So they're keeping the podcast going. All the funds will go to them. Obviously not us. So if you don't like us, you can still send money because the money not coming to us. It don't got nothing to do with us. And don't forget to add L the line dancing. Let's talk soul line dancing to your bio. Anybody that's been on the show, add this to your bio. Y'all doing them bios at these events and letting people know what y'all got going on. Add this to your bio. This is the biggest social media platform for what we do. This is the 201st episode. Nobody got that many episodes, that many interviews with that many greats of line dancing. So this is something you definitely want to add to your bio.
Great. So I'm telling you, some of the people we've had on here, I'm telling you.
And if you're interested in being a guest on here, please contact me and Mr. Charles with the emails right there on the screen. You can screenshot that real quick because some of y'all write real slow with y'all pens and pencils. So go ahead and screenshot that. And you can email me, Mr. Charles, or if you're going to be lazy in inboxes on Facebook, that's cool too. Contact us so we can get you on here, learn about what you do, where you from, and how y'all gets down.
The line dance world. We got a couple more, and that's it. Just a couple more.
We got soullinedanceradio.com. We have our own radio station now. Big Moochie, he be rocking at 10 o'clock too, baby. I got a 10 every day, Monday through Friday. At 10 o'clock, we do a club line dance mix. So like all the bangers that they play in the club, the biker shuffle, the cowboy boogie, and flex, and all that stuff like that. All those dances are played at 10 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. We also got some DJ line dance mixes that we do 7 a.m. in the morning. Y'all need to check them out. But the line dance radio station is open 24/7 all day. Music is playing right now as we speak. soullinedanceradio.com. Check it out. And if you have something you want to send to me to upload to the radio station, you can email me at soullinedanceradio@yahoo.com.
Wow. What more do you want? All right, this is the last one here, and then we're going to move on to conversation.
All right, Linda Hardy. I just was with her this weekend in Columbia, South Carolina.
All right.
She's from, you got your wristband on?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Linda Hardy got the www.urbanlinedancehistory.com. She's actually out of 757. She's in Virginia Beach area. But she is our line dance historian. She keeps track of all the history and information from different groups and instructors from all over the country. Check out the website. And if your area information is not on there, contact that website. There is a spot where you can upload and contact her to get the story told about line dancing in your area. This is where line dancing history is being kept, our records.
Yes. All right. Well, at least we got that out the way, everybody. If you come late, just go ahead. Look at the rerun, I call it. Because right now, we getting ready to get started. He just went off. I guess he'll be back in a second. So there you go. All right. Mr. Robert Voice, before your machine go off real quick, tell us how you got started. Tell us the history of line dancing. I know I'm excited to hear about it. You and Big Moochie together.
Do we got enough time for that? That thing, my screen keep going off, but real quickly, about 36 years ago, church boy, all I knew about was clapping my hands and tapping my feet in church. I got invited to go to a place called King Tut Elks Lodge on 137th in Kesman Avenue here in Cleveland. I learned how to dance by doing.
Dang.
You can take over from Big Moochie until you come back.
So like somebody hit the jackpot in the background.
Yeah, that had to be probably like around 88, 89, I believe, with Rob. You know, so like I said, I was going to Rob's classes. Oh, there you go. He back.
I'm back. It's gonna go out again, y'all. I don't know what. I don't know what kind of area am I in that I can't get this signal, but this restream is killing me. I've been knocked out about 20 times. But I started a place called King Tut Lodge. Bar chairman there asked me about doing line dancing. I learned how to dance by line dancing. Back then it was just electric slide, JB's monorail, the bus stop, Trans-Europe Express. Those were standbys that already had been around. And so I started teaching those dances. And from there on, it just branched out to creating some of my own. And of course, here we are 36 years later. I'm talking to y'all. Shout out to Big Moochie, came to my class. We surprised about 60 seniors on my class on Friday, and I brought Big Moochie in to.
There you go.
All right. Finish this conversation, Big Mooch.
Yeah,
He brought you in, and what happened?
The class Friday, for the seniors. You know what I'm saying? I popped up on them. You know what I'm saying? I like to pop up on people every once in a while. And it was a real good. It was a good time. The seniors they be cutting up. Yeah. Sleeping on the seniors now. The seniors, they get it in.
Hey, you know it. Yeah, I've been a senior for a while, boy, but I'll be out there. You know the deal.
Hey, Los, you hear I did that little shout? Ain't that right, Mr. Charles?
Yeah. Senior.
Y'all leave Charles alone. He the man.
No, you the man. Go ahead, Rob, before you get off again.
Oh, it's gonna knock me off again, but started off at a place called King Tut Lodge. From there, went to a place called Sarah House on Lee Road. And then one day, I had a buddy of mine. He was a big time DJ with MKM, Master Capper Mitchell, my man DJ Centipede. He said, "Rob, you got to get this joint." My boy Big Moochie just made this song. Which one came first? Was it Cleveland Shuffle or Booty Bounce? I think it was the Shuffle first, wasn't it?
No, Booty Bounce. Booty Bounce was first.
Big Moochie.
See that booty bounce? Yeah.
It was. Whatever came out Tuesday night at Sarah House, and it just caught fire, and people still doing it 36 years later. Been honored to be on the Line Dance Groove Cruise for the last 10 years with Carlos and all y'all fine individuals I had a chance to meet. And I'm really excited about this. It took us 2 years. I can't wait till August, man. It's about to go hamburger hard. Hamburger hard. Can't wait till August, Wood.
Yeah.
Cleveland will be in there in full number.
Well, when I first met Robert, it was on the cruise. And I know why Carlos them had him on there. It was his voice. I mean, he emceed everything. He was just everywhere. It's like, wow, who is this brother? It's
He got a $1 million voice, man. $1 million.
Yeah, seriously, y'all be around.
It made me a couple of dollars.
I know that's
You gotta get you some millions.
Can I ask a question to Rob, y'all?
Sure.
Mr. Robert, how many line dance classes will you say there is in Cleveland every day of the week?
40.
Get out of here.
That's how we do it up here.
Sometimes we have 4 or 5 classes a day, different locations. We got community centers. We got senior programming. We have, of course, adult line dancing. We even got line dancing for the kids. We got line dancing on Saturdays. I'm surprised somebody got a line dance class a day, but they don't unless it's a special event. But we have classes every day in Cleveland from Monday through Saturday in multiple locations. So depending on what side of town you live on, you can go whatever class is closest to you. But I just gave Big Moochie the calendar. And some days you got 4 or 5 classes.
Mm-hmm. All right, one more thing. How long has that been going on?
Shit. Long time. I would say about 40 classes, roughly in the last.
Yeah, we've been doing this forever. Like I say, I used to go to Rob's class before I came out with my first record. That's back when remember that song Real Love? I want your love. I want your eye. That line dance. That was Rob's dance right there. We used to cut up on that one. And then what else, like the booty call and all them, a lot of people probably wasn't around when them line dance was out. Hey Rob, I was telling them about the Crystal Waters line dance we used to do at the Sarah House.
Yeah, that was a line dance I made about 30-some years ago. It was called 100% Pure Love. Even when I bump into what's the other guy? He used to love it all the time. He would do it with me. He was with the guy used to rap all the time here in Cleveland. You know what I'm talking about? Suave Gotti. Suave Gotti. He used to always do it with. Yeah, that was his favorite joint too. But we got a lot of history, a lot of videos, and it's just we got a lot of new people coming in the game. They just don't know a lot about the history of line dancing. But God bless them. I appreciate the energy and the efforts that they bring it to the table, and I'm excited to meet a lot of new people on the ship. Some that I've just seen on Facebook or either on Instagram or YouTube. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Well, it looks like people are coming in now, Carlos.
Yeah, and you know what? The scary part for me, like when you talk about line dancing with the seniors and Moochie coming in there. And time is flying by, right? And y'all know more than me, about the time going by. But it's like
Yeah.
when you said you popped up in a seniors class, I'm thinking of people Mr. Charles' age, right? But this was in late 80s, early 90s. So in the back of my mind, like, are these people still living? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is
No.
25, 30 years ago. And it just lets you know, like, you just got to enjoy the time while you're here, man.
Yeah.
This thing go by so quick. Boy,
yeah.
like,
Carlos,
oh, it's about to get good. He went out.
He's
Coming
stepping
right
out.
on back.
But you're right,
Yeah,
though,
but like I said,
Carlos.
we've been doing it a long time. Like I started line dancing, I'm gonna say probably 86, 87. We was in junior high school. And that's when we had a line dance that's called the Trans-Rib Express and the JB's Monorail. Those like Cleveland staples. Right there.
classics.
There we go.
I'm gonna go back out again in a minute, but I just want to answer Carlos' question real quick, and this is gonna sum it all up for you in a nutshell, Carlos. I've been teaching line dance here in Cleveland for 36 years. I now have people in my class that were the children of the people who actually used to come to line dance class. And the difference here in Cleveland, a lot of people that might be on the line from Cleveland will agree with me. A lot of people that line dance here in Cleveland used to always come to the night classes. Now they're in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. They all come to the daytime classes. So now their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren, whom they passed it down to, are now coming to the evening line dance classes. And those that have been in the game for 30 years or longer are now coming to the daytime classes because they want to be out late at night no more. So a lot of times they home by 6 o'clock. We have classes that start early as 10 o'clock in the morning. We have some classes start at 11, some start at 12, some start at 1, some start at 2. And then most of our evening classes all start at 7. But all the daytime classes are normally early enough with those that have been line dancing a long time. They're able to come, still get it in, and still be able to go home. If someone seen my Facebook page, had a lady 89 years old. We call it a dancing granny. She outdance anybody. We got one lady that's a living legend. She got an award at the UC Star Awards, and she's been dancing for a very long time.
He's staying on longer. He's staying on longer, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's life out there, man. That's generations of line dance right there. That's
But see, what a lot of people don't know that the soul urban line dancing started in Ohio.
Yeah.
The whole movement back in the 50s, the 57th with the line dance called the Madison, which was originated in Columbus, Ohio. And, it moved up to Cleveland. And ever since then, so like I say, from the late 50s to the early 60s, Cleveland been line dancing. I wasn't even born yet. When I came around, when I was a kid, my parents were doing The Bus Stop by Charlie Green, which came out like in the early 70s. Yeah. And then by the time I came out with my song, The Cleveland Shuffle, in 1997, that's when I decided to start calling out the steps in the song, because I noticed when I was going to like Rob's class or, other line dance classes, when y'all teaching, when the song playing, sometimes y'all calling out the steps in the song,
right.
Doing the workshop. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I'm just going to make a song and I'm just going to call out the steps, because sometimes when you stop saying it, people just get thrown off. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm just going to call out the steps to help people out. And then I never thought about it, but I had hooked Charles up. I just listened to one of the elders out in Detroit, Hustle, who do line dance. She's the one who brought it to my attention. And she said, Moochie, you the first person that brought call outs back in line dance music since the 70s.
Yeah.
Now, man, this is 97. So from 73 with The Bus Stop all the way to 97, when I came out, it wasn't no more line dance songs specifically. Basically, what they'll say is custom line dance records with call outs.
Yeah.
Mostly it's just music that people just put dances to. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, I couldn't do that. I said, if I'm going to make a dance, if I'm going to make a song, I'm going to put my own dance to my own song.
I remember you called me up and you told me how to do that. Remember you was talking about the studio and do this and that. I remember you told me that.
Yeah, it's just been that way ever since. Like I said, I was just playing around. I wasn't even trying to be in the music business. I just wanted to show people I could make a record. You know what I'm saying? My whole dream was being MC Hammer's background dancer. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. We all did. I wanted to too.
He touched it.
I still got
when I
my
was a
hammer
little kid,
pants.
I had the hammer pants. My mom had me 3 different colors of the hammer pants.
The big
Yeah.
boys.
I still got
Purple,
mine.
green, and black.
I got my Thriller
Still got
jacket
my hammer
still.
pants.
Oh, for
I mean,
real?
not the Thriller jacket, the beater jacket with the zippers.
Can't touch this. Well, you know what, Carlos? We better read some of this stuff off. Wow, my God. Diane Jones. I just did her birthday party yesterday. Hey, how you doing, girlfriend? 64. Carla.
Also, I'm the first ever line dance group as far as a music group. There's never been one. You know what I'm saying? Never been one. 71 North boys. I remember that. I got my partner Butter. He up in the chat right now. He teaching line dance classes now, huh, Rob?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well,
71
is he in
North.
Cleveland still?
Yeah, he's still in Cleveland. He started teaching. I had to, get him into it. I said, you might well go ahead and start teaching classes too. Shoot.
What's his name? He on the chat?
Yeah, Leonard Butter Wilkerson. He in the chat.
Oh, I see him. Yes, sir.
He came up under me and Rob.
Let's see. Yeah. Fire. And the Savage. Hello, everybody.
I'm over here sharing the feed right quick.
Yeah, it's a lot of y'all on here. So when it gets like that with these two legends, I knew this was going to happen. Yep, so I can't get to the end of it. My God. Thank you, everybody. We got 200. Oh, Carlos.
I'm going to go Rob and show him how to get his camera working. So we had to do a part 2.
Remember, we both was trying. Hey, Carlos? When does a show get syndicated? We on 201. Are we syndicated yet, man? With Big Moochie, and that's what we try to start off the 200 series with Big Moochie and The Voice. So, what do you call yourself? Didn't you tell me you was the Emperor or something like that? Yeah,
the Emperor line dance music.
So Robert is the king. You're the Emperor. Carlos is the Prince. Who the heck am I? I'll be a knight. Be a knight. Okay, so all the rest of y'all got.
The difference with me is you got to put music at the end of mine.
Emperor of music. I hear you.
Yeah, the Emperor line dance music. Right. Robert's the king of line dance in Cleveland. Yeah. But then all of a sudden, a lot of kings start popping up. Am I right, Carlo? You got kings in every state now.
Every state.
Yeah.
Some ain't been line dance for 2 months, but they the king now.
We got some here in Cleveland been line dancing for 6 days, and they the king.
Yeah,
gotta put your time in, baby. I tell them, put your time in. You can be one too. You can put your time in. Yeah.
And you know that when I remember Carlos said, I call myself the Prince because there's so many kings out there.
It was just for marketing purposes. Like if you Google it right now, if you type in the line dance Prince, only one person's gonna come up. If you type in the line dance king, good luck.
Yeah, no. Everybody named Mama pop up, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, I tell y'all a little funny fun fact. When I celebrated my 25th year of doing line dancing, I had my line dance group. They franchised my name and got it approved with the state of Ohio. Some kind of corporate letter that they got from me, and I was honored to have that. You know, just a little fun fact. That's all while we on the line. But going back to what Carlos said earlier, if I can try to just moonwalk like Michael Jackson for my phone go dead or go out. It's just amazing to me to see people that you've met. You know, you establish relationships with people after 36 years. And not to make a somber note, but when they hurt, you hurt too. So I buried a lot of my people in line dance. I went to a lot of funerals, just went to one last week. And it's gotten so much that the Lord allowed me to create a what you call it when you get up on the
eulogy.
Yeah, no, not a eulogy, but the word I'm looking for, and I just got a block. You know, when they make resolutions, I've created my own line dance resolution. So whenever someone in our line dance family passes away, we have a line dance resolution from Robert Johnson Jr. that will be read at their funeral. It'll go to the family, and it's given in a really nice card and a really nice plaque. And one of our favorite scriptures is Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time for every season. And that's one of the scriptures that we have on our resolutions that we have here. And it's a sad part to say, but we all gonna get young that day. We all gonna get young, and we all gotta leave here one day. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die, and that's the only way you can go.
Yeah.
So I said that to say so it might be something y'all want to look into, because when you establish those relationships with people, they're long-term relationships. They become your family. Sometimes I see my line dance family more than I see my own grandkids. Even sometimes I see them more than I see my own children, because I got some people that's very faithful. I see them 3, 4, and sometimes 5 times in a week. But it's something I like for all instructors to just look into. Get your own plaque or repack.
That's good stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Something you don't think about.
I mean, that's real though. Like, and that's the part that makes it hard for me, because I'm younger than most of the people in my class. So when I came up, all my instructors were older than most people, and that they were teaching. But I'm the opposite. Like, most of the people that I teach is older than me, and so that's the part I hate. I've already lost a couple people in my class, and you know, it's tough when you are around seniors like that a lot, and you know,
Right.
That's one of the things I do fear. So I get crazy like thinking about that stuff. Like, dang, man. But he's right.
It get hard.
I can tell you some stuff.
Especially when you're in a structure like with Rob, how he have 5 different classes throughout the week at different locations. And it's like, you know, so many people, they follow him to each place. They even drive all the way across town just to go to his class. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's that bond when you see that same face every day in different locations that's just coming to support you.
True.
Then you hear that news, it's like, yeah, that bond is real crazy.
Oh,
I honor y'all. Let me share this with y'all. Even in honor of Queen Sheila, rest in peace. I was at an event with Queen.
We just had a tribute to her last week.
We was at her last event. Me and Mr. Charles was at her last event.
Yep, supposedly my 10th year, the last one. We were actually at teaching.
Roland's last event.
Yeah,
I was at Roland's last event. Like, you never know when people.
Yeah, that Roland one really got me too, because I mean, I had talked to him maybe a month before, because he was trying to get me to come out to Pittsburgh for something, and then when I heard the news, I'm like, whoa. Well, wait a minute, hold on. Even Cheryl, the Queen out in Houston.
Yeah, Cheryl.
That one shocked me.
Somehow you got to echo. You got to Big Moochie. Somehow you got to echo.
It's not me, that's for sure.
No, that was me. We good.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know, I'm like I said, next year I turn 70, so you know, I've seen a lot, because most people are dancers is our age, and sometimes I sit back and it's hard for me to watch a video. Even one thing with Queen Sheila, sometimes it's hard. Yeah. I mean, I'm thankful that they were in my life, but it's still kind of hard because they were real close friends, and we become friends around here, y'all. You know already, you know, just like us.
No doubt about it. I don't talk to you every day, but you're still my dude. I rock and roll with Sir Charles, and Sir Carlos. Carlos blew down on me a couple months ago. I wish he'd known I was coming. We'd have laid the red carpet out for him, but he said he just wanted to catch me doing my 1-2, and I respect that. But when you come in contact with a lot of people, even you, Carlos, your class is steadily growing up. Very proud of you. But what I wanted to say is, once you get to them levels, you almost like everybody become family. And when people become family, you know, when one hurt, everybody hurt. And that's the sad part about it. You know, it's the, you know.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does. Wow. You know, you are so right. This is why we better enjoy our lives, enjoy each other. You know, like I think about that cruise again, all 4 of us to be together. And I mean, just enjoying each other, enjoying life. The beginner's ball. Huh?
I said, we're going to turn up that whole weekend.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. I'm still trying to picture it. My God, that's gonna be something.
We gotta change the direction of this kind. Y'all get me all emotional up here and stuff. I just have some fun there. All right, that part over with.
Yeah, that segment is over.
Robert started.
Segment.
Hey, look,
I'll take the blame for that. I'm just saying, y'all. Listen, I'm just saying, if there's any other instructors on here, I challenge you to do a resolution. So if the time should come for anybody that it's time for them to leave us, we just gonna honor them. That's all. I'm not saying nothing to bring the whole conversation down. I swear to God.
No, I know that. You're right. Yeah. I totally agree. I'm just saying, I just know how I get. I don't want to be on crying in front of y'all.
Okay, I apologize then, brother. Just want to, you know, if y'all gave me this platform, so let me use it to challenge other people to just reach out, you know, to show the love. That's all. You know, because sometimes when people get young, people forget about them. And y'all know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm being funny when I say that, but when people get old, they forget about them. I still got people that line dance with me in their 70s, 80s. I even got one lady, 90. I go visit them in a nursing home. No, they can't dance no more, but I can still go see them. I still go check on them. I come check on them like they used to come check on me. You know, because I tell y'all, after 36 years, I know it's not me that made me. I know it's the people that make me. And people ask me, why do you do what you do? Because to whom much is given, much is required. And God has blessed me tremendously.
It's true.
Atlanta changed people's lives.
Hey, I see a Teresa Harris, Carlos. They said that Mr. Charles with the vet hat, I should be called a commander. So I'm gonna be the commander, y'all. So
Line dance commander.
That's salute you. Well, I'm looking at, you know, and I know we weren't gonna go to Big Moochie, but I'm looking at your wall back there. What the heck is going on back there, my brother? What in the world?
Just accolades over the
mercy.
years.
You need a bigger wall.
I got more trophies sitting around. I got to get a trophy case to put back there so I can just hold them all up. And still,
man, we so proud of you.
On the other side of the room is tables full of them. I'm gonna set some up next time for y'all.
Yeah, we need a bigger podcast. Look at that one. Don't go on this page.
Moochie, baby.
What does that say?
Hey, look, this is how bad it is. I only got one award, and he got that award before I got it. He got the same award. Hey, look, I got the Trailblazer award, but he got
Trailblazer.
I got Trailblazer, Trendsetters. I got like 4 Lifetime Achievement Awards from different music organizations. I got Living Legend Awards, Icon Awards.
Be proud of every one of them, bro.
What that tell you? What that tell you, family? What that tell you?
Yes, blessed. That brother is.
You done did good, son.
Yes. And you know, he's as humble as can be. He came down here to Spartanburg now. I thought Big Moochie knew somebody. He said, man, Mr. Charles only know you.
That's it.
And called me out, had me come up there. That was so wonderful because after that, everybody's asking for my card. Once you told them that you knew.
And remember, I had the fans back then.
Oh yeah. It was back
before they got hold on
8, 9.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, I wonder where he going.
What y'all did with Big Moochie now?
Oh boy, I wonder if
that man going to go get some more awards from the front room. That's what we're going to.
Someone too big, Los.
Someone too big. He got statues in the front of the crib. He got memorials.
They're gonna put a statue of Big Moochie here in Cleveland.
It could be right next to LeBron. They got LeBron. They got Big Moochie out front of the scene.
And it's so good to know Big Moochie. I'm telling you, all you gotta do is mention his name. It does just mention Big Moochie's name. I told the Diane's party yesterday, I said, hey, y'all, we're gonna be interviewing Big Moochie. I'm telling y'all, better get on the podcast and check him out. And check out Robert the voice.
That's why so many people on here. Big Moochie. That's like put me on there with Big Moochie because I know the numbers will be up.
Yeah, remember?
We jokingly said that, yeah. But going back to what I said before they kick me off again, to whom much is given, much is required. It's one of my pet peeves.
So my question, Rob, is how do you keep going? Because I'll be ready to quit like once a week. Like how do you, where you at? Like you're light years ahead of me as far as how long you've been in it, but how do you keep going? Like,
well, Carlos, you asked me that question, which you did, and I hope my phone don't cut off so I can get this out. But it's the people, you know, the smiles.
Amen.
The people,
you know,
and the smiles
when they get it, they say, I got it. That did it for me. I got it now. That's the ultimate
that's big.
Yeah. The smile on their face, the way you meet people. Look at us. The way you meet people. We don't even live in the same. What'd you say? One of us is in South Carolina, another one's in Cleveland. Another
the relationship
one is in
that made
Virginia. But the bond is there. The friendship is there.
You still there, Lo?
Look at Big Moochie.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a peacock or something.
Big Moochie, baby. Oh, that's right. He got the fan with his name on it now. That's a real popular fan. Yeah, he got the fan with. I forgot it, but we ordered it. We got to order another box. But answering Carlos' question, it's the people, Carlos. I ain't gonna lie, it be days that I want to quit. It's days I want to cuss people out, and then you have to learn. Sometimes you have to. I call it a forced smile. Sometimes you put a forced smile on your face. Everybody wants your attention. Everybody wants to ask you a question. Everybody want to be in the DJ booth. Everybody want to say they know you. Everybody want to wear your T-shirt. All that I'm honored by. But in order to keep the peace and been going as long as I have, it's a lot of patience. You got to trust God. But it takes a lot of patience. I would be the answer that I would say more than anything. It takes a lot of patience, Sometimes we are not easy to deal with, especially when we need people to patronize us or we're asking people to patronize us. The reason why I see 600 people a week is because the customer service I provide.
And you're having fun, my brother.
Yeah,
you're having fun.
For me, time just went by so. For me, time just went by so fast, I ain't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Like people in Cleveland right now will sit there and say, I'm like one of the only music artists in Cleveland that came out in the mid-90s. Now it's 2025, and I'm still going nonstop. Like it wasn't no breaks, and I just came back to reinvent myself. It's just been nonstop. Like these years just
I feel like you're traveling even more now. Like
yes.
Hey, the bookings. The book is getting crazy now since this new line dance wave that came through. I'm like, hey, keep it going, y'all. Keep it going.
Week I see the picture he take at the airport. I'm like, where you going now?
The big bird.
The bird's nest.
That's the bird's nest waiting on the big bird. I'll be there this weekend. Well, this week I got my baby boy with me, but next Friday, I'm in Monroe, Louisiana. And then on that Sunday, I will be in Clarksville, Tennessee. And then the week after that, I will be at the Beginners Ball in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Well, Big Moochie, what did you tell me today? You don't even know what day it is. Because he told me, make sure you call me, Mr. Charles. I forget. Make sure you call me. I called him and said, I'm so glad you called me because
I straight forgot already. And I just talked to him. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Friday. Yeah.
I said, please make sure you call me ahead of time because I will forget because I'll be so tied up. Phone calls, studio sessions, trying to make dances up, hoping that people don't try to steal my moves and then put in says they dance.
Some of your cousins will do that. It's already been done. Y'all already know it.
They get me all the time. I'll make a line dance, or they'll take my line dance and put it to somebody else's record. And then when I go somewhere and try to perform it, they tell me, no, that's their song.
That's the worst thing you can hear. It was your song. The worst thing.
They'll argue with you about your own song, Big Moochie.
Right, yeah. I was even told I wasn't me. He ain't from Cleveland, 71 North. They from Miami.
There'd be a lot of misinformation out there, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Carlos.
Somebody
one of my dancers said ATL.
Somebody sent an email to Teresa and told her that they out here stealing her dance. That they stole her boots on the ground dance. She like that ain't my dance.
He's just doing it.
It's like people you love to have fans and people that support you, but they have the wrong information about you and they be crazy. Like,
yeah, they do. And they're trying to make it seem like you said that, and nothing you said is something that was created by them or people that gossip in that kind of community. I know we on here with me and Big Moochie on here, but I got a question for Carlos and Charles. I want to know what y'all thoughts is about the Boots on the Ground song and how widespread and how popular it's become in a short period of time. That's my question to both of y'all. I'm just curious to hear y'all feedback on that because I get different people's feedback on line dance, trail ride, what the difference is. So I'm just asking y'all that question to share with our audience.
Well, go ahead, Charles.
You want me to go first? Go ahead, Carlos.
For me, I'm an instructor. So like, you can hear different people's opinions from outside the community. Anything that gets people into my class and interested and excited about what I do, I welcome it. Come on in. I had 45 new people in my class last week, and they all came to do Boots on the Ground. And people came in there with fans. They came in there with fans, but they didn't know how to do the dance. They came like they were ready. And I'm an instructor, so I'm gonna deliver. I'm gonna give them what they came to get, But I love it. I just don't love the people that's trying to jump on the bandwagon now and take advantage of the situation and the popularity of the community. Because I've been here 15 years and I'm doing it. Y'all can't act like my class ain't been here the whole time. You got people starting classes up last week and the week before last, and now they teachers now all of a sudden. It's like, whoa.
They're the best thing since sliced bread because they know how to do boots on the ground. You're right. But I agree with you there too, Carlos. I love the influx that it has brought to the line dance community because over the last 3 weeks, my class has grown a good 40%. And every class, 5 times a week, sometimes 15 times a week, I'm playing boots on the ground. But you got to get it, as the old school song says, you give the people what they want.
Yeah,
whatever works, bro. My take on it. First of all, I love dancing. I don't care if they're doing ballerina on the ground. I love to see people dancing. Like what Carlos says, some of the etiquette stuff, people need to learn that. But that's the only dance I don't have to teach. I just play it. Wait. I taught you something easier than that. You can't get it. But you can get boots on the ground. It's almost like they all learning. And once it came on the news, there's like 3 new instructors here. Like you said, Carlos, they're popping up. It's like, it ain't that easy. Then y'all know. I can't just see something and, okay, I can do that. But as long as people dance and they do it right, I've been 17 years and I've seen this thing. I ain't never seen nothing like it happen before. I've never seen one dance take off like that fast because we have so many more dancers now with the younger generation.
Well, you know what, Mr. Charles, I don't want to stop you right there, but if y'all remember when Casper Slide first came out, that was the greatest thing since sliced bread when it first came out. They had it on channel on the national news like they did with the Boots on the Ground song. It made national. It went hard everywhere. I know it's an older dance, so a lot of people don't know the history of line dance, but I promise y'all, when the Cha-Cha Slide first came out, that reminds me of Boots on the Ground because everybody and their mama do it. It was intergenerational. Young people did it. Older people did it. Middle-aged people did it. Seniors did it. It was something that everybody could do, and it called the steps out, similar to what Big Moochie was talking about. Boots on the ground, you still have to learn it, so you still need an instructor. But when Cha-Cha Slide first came out, rest in peace, DJ Casper, when it first came out, it hit hard. Everybody and their mama was doing it. They was even doing it on MTV. They had a whole video with Casper Slide line dance, and I've never seen that before, even now with the popularity of Boots on the Ground. But Casper Slide, the Cha-Cha Slide, all 6 parts was like the biggest thing that came out ever in line dance, if you were to ask me that question. And we got facts and information to back that up.
I got to chime in on that. And guess who inspired him?
Big Moochie, baby.
They were moments in time before that, people, we are a prisoner of the moment, because, Cupid Shuffle, they playing at the basketball, NBA games, NFL games. A lot of these dances blew up. I think he said his joke is what, 5-time platinum now?
Yeah, he like 5 platinum off of that one.
Yeah, record. So there's been hits. It's like 10 years between these hits coming out,
Correct.
Moochie in 97, Cupid in 03, 06, whatever, it's not, they're not back to back. They happen like every generation.
It would have been more. It would have been more, but the difference was like, see, me, I stayed independent. But like when Cha-Cha Slide came out, he had got signed with Universal. So, they're going to push that record out all over the whole country at the same time. And you know how them record labels is. They every hour on the hour, you're going to get a song on the radio. Remember, we was all over. It wasn't no streaming then.
But listen, Moochie, it's more impressive to do it the way you did it. Think about it. You do it with no distribution and no social media in the 90s.
Yeah.
And your joint is still out there. That's more impressive to me.
That was the point I was going to make. It's a different time.
That's more impressive.
It's social. It's TikTok. It's Facebook. You see it everywhere. Everybody is easily accessible. Back then, like you said, you had to get out there. But like you said, the fact that you got that big and didn't have this type of social media, that makes it even bigger to me because you didn't have this. But now you can see it everywhere, all the time. How many times have you seen Boots on the Ground this week? Just on Facebook.
Right.
But you got to think about it. You had to make because there was no social media
Carlos.
back in the 90s, you had to make the
Yes.
biker shuffle big.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You had to make them
Yes.
dances big yourself. You had to go
Yeah.
travel around and do
And see-
shows.
And
Now
so
you
that's
can
how
stay
I
in the
knew
house.
because like in
and TikTok
'97
big and big.
and Butter he should be on here when I tried to do like a little promo joint and we went down to Atlanta. This is back when I had the Cleveland Shuffle. And we went down there trying to promote the Cleveland Shuffle in the clubs. They looked at us like we was crazy. Like, man, what the hell y'all doing? We like, y'all don't line dance down here? They're like, no, we don't do stuff like that down here.
What year was
That was
that?
like-
What year was that?
Down in Atlanta. That
What
was
year?
like around 99.
Uh-huh.
99, maybe just 2000. Now, shoot, it ain't nowhere in the country you're gonna go without them line dancing.
No, not everywhere.
I've been doing shows, like I had a show down in Mississippi, and I didn't, Biker Shuffle was really what started a lot of people once line dance started picking up new.
Yes.
But when I went down there and they were talking about like the booty bounce clip, they didn't even know I made that. I didn't even know they played it down there. They were like, do the Cleveland Shuffle. I'm like, y'all know that? Now we played the Cleveland Shuffle, the whole club went crazy. I'm sitting there talking about I didn't know they knew that, and then they looked at me like I didn't know you made that. They're like, we was doing this all in junior high school, man. Shoot, every damn city in Mississippi. I'm like, oh man, but that's
Now I remember when we was on
social media.
the very first line dance cruise we did. What was that? What year was that? 2014. And it was that guy from North Carolina that came out on the floor. He wasn't even with our group. He
Right.
just came up there to us and started dancing with us. He was like, "Oh, we do this like crazy in North Carolina. We do the Cleveland Shuffle." And you was like, "Oh, for real?" He
Right.
started hitting that joke. He started like,
Yeah, we just started turning it up. That's because there wasn't no social media. You know what I'm saying? So I would have never knew.
What made you do the biker shuffle? What was behind that?
Well, I'm a biker, one woman's MC out of Cleveland, and
That's one people to
all
know.
the bike clubs I was going to, like from here even all the way out to LA, you know what I'm saying? They was doing like the Cleveland Shuffle, you know what I'm saying? I taught them how to do the booty bounce. So they doing my stuff, and I'm sitting, I'm like, out of all these motorcycle clubs in the country, and there's thousands of them, I'm like, there's no entertainers representing the biker world with no, like music on
Correct.
the radio or something, except you had the Rough Riders.
Correct.
But in our world, the Rough Riders, they're not MC. It's a difference between a social motorcycle club and a motorcycle club. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something and pay homage to the whole MC world, and that's what made me come up with Biker Shuffle. And that sucker was like 6.5 minutes long. And then next thing you know, I started getting phone calls. You ain't say our name. You ain't say our name. So I had to do another one, and then another one. I got like about 7 versions. Because
that's a good question, though, Mr. Charles. Because when I first met Moochie, I seen the jacket and everything and the omens. I was like,
I used to go everywhere with it. That was part of my.
But
stage
I ain't
platform.
never seen him on a motorcycle. I was like, I just see him with a jacket on all the time. I was thinking to myself, like, he ain't no real biker, man. He used to wear that jacket, man. He used to wear the jacket
I ride
everywhere.
around, hold my camera when I'm riding.
They ain't had no GoPros back then. They ain't
had to go pros back then. Safety first. I've been
He's
rocking
wearing a jacket everywhere, Mr. Charles. I ain't never seen no motorcycle. He ain't in no club.
That, hey, Los. Now the bike world ain't gonna let me do that. They ain't gonna let me get away with that.
Exactly, yeah, it's different.
They would have ran on stage and snatched that song off my back.
You gotta ride it. Oh boy, a lot of history. I tell you, I got a lot of people till we can't even begin to start reading all this stuff. It's like reading a book. I recommend
people
everybody.
in the comments are acknowledging that they started because of Robert Johnson. Some people are talking about that they started with him or they started dancing because of him. Then we got people that have been acknowledging Moochie. And it's a lot of people in here from Cleveland right now representing.
Yeah. Wow. This is you guys, y'all. This is y'all. This is because
What's up,
of
Dirty? You in here?
This is because of you on this podcast. I'm glad I finally have some people in Sparkle City replying and watching us. Makes me feel better. Diane. For sure. But you guys didn't take this thing and it didn't went so big now. And I said 17 years, and that's half of what you guys. I mean, y'all.
I don't think y'all. So hold on. I want Moochie in there because it is like a lot of boots on the ground is going crazy. But I witnessed it when I went to North Carolina with Moochie. Don't get it twisted. When the Cowboy Boogie came on, do not get it twisted. They go crazy. Like
Yes.
in that scene, there's not just one dance. Because they dance a lot out there. And when Moochie stuff come on, like they had a bunch of artists there. But when Moochie got on that stage, he went all the way back to the Biker Shuffle and the Cleveland Shuffle and did all that. They was hyped. He brought the new hits out, and they was still, the floor was going crazy the whole time. So people still know who Moochie is. They still love him, especially in that community over there. It ain't even, it's not, you can't deny it. Like I was like a fanboy there, and I know Moochie personally. He's like, you want to come on stage? I'm like, no, I want to record it. I'm recording it like I'm recording it like I'm one of the people that don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like they rock with the band hard. Like, don't let some of these people, they just came out. These artists we loving and they all love these people. They gotta stand the test of time. Cause there's a lot more one-hit wonders than they are people that can last 25 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
30 years.
So don't get Moochie name twisted. Y'all get excited about all these new artists, which is cool. I support all black people, but don't forget where y'all started and who's still doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. I'll put that out there right now.
Not to cut you off, Los, thanks for the kind words, but I was just told a while ago, and it was funny because I just had a phone call earlier today with some of the OGs in the trail ride community, and it was like, Moochie, you started this mess. I'm like, what you mean? There was like the trail ride community, especially down here in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, we was low key. The whole country didn't know nothing about the black cowboys and cowgirls all like that, riding the horses and trail rides. They say, but then you're going to come out with that song, the Trail Ride Shuffle, and put a line dance to it. Not everybody like, well, what the hell is a trail ride? What's a trail ride? He say, but what it made it bad was that you put it out, okay, cool, everybody jamming, everybody, say they love you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was paying homage to the trail riders. That was my whole thing when I made it, because they did all the Cleveland Shuffle, Biker Shuffle real crazy. And they used to always send me links on YouTube like, man, we love you at the trail ride. So I'm like, well, if y'all love me, I'm going to make something for y'all. It wasn't no line dance for no trail ride songs, period. When I came out with that Trail Ride Shuffle, blew up. Next thing you know, all these other artists started making line dances, called it the Trail Ride Stomp, the Trail Ride Slide, doing Trail Ride all in the names. And then I would make everybody saying, well, what's a trail ride? And now everywhere, people just saying trail ride, thinking like it's just a party. So I tried to switch it up. I switched it up, and then me and my partner Michi, I say, you know what? I said, we're going to do something. We're going to call it the Cowboy Boogie. Next thing you know, all these other artists want to start saying cowboy this, cowgirl that. Then everybody start wearing the hats and the boots. They're like, man, you just quit. Just stop. You keep messing things up. They're like, we was all quiet, independent. Now it's all over the damn place.
Yeah.
And now everybody want to make a line dance record.
One person. Yeah.
Y'all
hear that over there?
Put it out there. Let the record show.
So I guess that's where this comes from.
I'm gonna jump in my 2 cents. I don't know if y'all know, I'm sure y'all do, but you'd be surprised how many artists will reach out to you to put a lineup on their song just to make it even more popular or to bring it more. So like here in Cleveland, a lot of DJs hate me here in Cleveland because they say you done F the whole game up. We can't even scratch and mix no more. Everybody want to play Tamia and Boots on the Ground and all these other line dances. I said, well, I apologize, but y'all got to think too. It go both ways. These are our party starters for y'all. It get the floor full. It make you look good as a DJ. All DJs want to have the floor full at some point in time. You can hate playing this music, but it works for you in your profession, and it's created a good business opportunity for you. So just don't hate the player, hate the game. It come both ways. You got to give and you got to take. But I want to say something real quick because my phone probably blinked.
Yeah,
but that's true though. You know how many times like line dancing that save DJs, they be in there struggling. Boy, can't get nobody to do nothing, boy. They got that little folder in their computer that say line dance.
Right.
They open that thing up.
It's on.
And it's on.
They might not want to do it, but they know they're like, I gotta keep this little Wednesday night gig. I gotta keep this thing. Let me go ahead and put this line dance on.
There you go. He back.
We did
All
it
right, I'm back.
last
I'm gonna
night.
make it
Once the
quick because
line dance came
it's going.
on, they got it.
Rob, you gotta stop saying your phone gonna go out and say it's gonna stay on. Because every time you say it's gonna go out, that's when it go out. See? Damn,
You
I
just
should
said,
have said it. Next time it's gonna stay on, y'all. It's gonna stay on when Rob come back.
there you go.
To stay there. But this whatever this stream is, I ain't never got disconnected so many times. But I was going to say this, and I'm not just saying this because Big Moochie on here, because a lot of people were brown nosing people on there. But I said it in front of 75 seniors on Friday, and I want to say it because I got Carlos on here. I remember, and I told somebody, I said, when people make it, sometimes they don't come back and get the people that might have helped them make it, or people that might have been instrumental to them along the way. And when Big Moochie put me on with Carlos, and that phone call been made consistently for the last 19 years. I've been blessed to be on the Line Dance Groove Cruise, now Line Dance Groovy Cruise. So I always send him a shout out and appreciate coming back to get me, because now I'm Carnivalitis. I'm already at platinum, baby. I'm Carnival.
Yeah.
Even when we ain't doing a Line Dance Groove Cruise, I'm on Carnival. So I just want to shout him out real quick. Want to shout out Carlos. I appreciate the opportunity. A lot of
That's right.
That's
I'm
just me,
platinum
man. I
too,
just
man.
like to show love, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not no gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any, like what would say and I don't have competition.
Correct.
No.
So anybody do something, you know what I'm saying? I just try to help out and just try to put people on.
That's why you're blessed, my brother. That is why you're blessed. That's why you
Moochie be talking to artists all the time. They be
don't
trying to
go out
get
no more. I ain't gonna say it's gonna go out no more. I'm gonna say it's gonna stay on. But I want to let me encourage Carlos for 1 second, because I got into an argument with somebody about a couple weeks ago, and I told him, you have to understand, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown. It's about the vision. It's about what we're putting together, putting all these African American people and some of our light skinned brothers and sisters sprinkled in on a whole cruise ship. They last name not James. They last name not Rockefeller. They rent out a whole cruise ship for you to come enjoy yourself, for you to come have a nice time, for you to hear our own comedians, for you to hear our own music, for you to be on the deck and be able to dance to our music on the deck. That don't happen all the time on Carnival Cruise Ship. They have to play a variety of music, because they do have some Spanish people, some Mexican people, some white folks there, a little bit of everybody. But this particular cruise is epic because of the meaning behind it and who's going to be on the ship. And you guys have total control of everything from top to bottom.
history.
That's right.
History in the making. History. Yeah, I think
There
I'm
ain't gonna be
playing.
one person there talking about, I don't want to hear no line dance music. Because
How
everybody
you
line
sign up for the line dance and groovy cruise and then be mad you playing line dance?
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody gonna do it though. Is that all we gonna be doing?
Thanks for the love, Bernadette. I see a lot of people in the comment section. I didn't get to shout out. Thank you, Ms. Avis.
And I got my whole Sparkle City group out here. I'm telling you, I love it.
Lamonte, I don't know if y'all know Lamont. He's a line dance choreographer out there in Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. I popped in on one of his classes one time before I put him in my hold down. It's a hold down video. Yeah, so there's a lot of people up in here.
Yeah, I want to know what's next for Big Moochie.
I got some new music coming out, but I can't say what it's called because
you can't say nothing there. Don't say nothing.
Can't say
nothing.
The
way stuff going down, they're gonna run off with that.
I know.
Yep.
We done did it already.
Before you know it.
If I sit here and say right now, yeah, I got this new line dance called bologna sandwich and cheese.
Tomorrow
somebody gonna talk about some cheese and bologna. Cheese and bologna. Bro, I can't do it no more. Because
no, you call it bologna and cheese. They call it cheese and bologna just to say they gave it a little different spin. Same song, same step, same everything. Man, this stuff be getting funny. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. It's hilarious. Sometimes you gotta sit back and laugh, y'all. Because all you can do is smile and put a smile on your face. Well, going back to what I was saying before I got cut off, they got to see that it's a big picture, but it's a whole big picture. And, you know, sometimes you'll never be able to get people to understand your vision. But all you can do is try to invite them. And some people got to stand on the side and watch it grow and watch you grow. And they just got to be cheerleaders from the side, because you better believe they watching. You better believe they looking. We got people can't wait till August come. They can't wait for it to start. They can't wait for it to be in the middle. And they can't wait for it to end. How about that?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad to say though, that's why I feel like the expectations of me and my mother are so high in my mind, because instead of us just focusing on all the people that's coming and having a good time, in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, we cannot fail. We got to make this shit work. Like, like, cause it's just to, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want everybody to be on the same page. Everybody having a good time. Everybody got the same energy, and we make it work. Cause in the back of my mind, I'm thinking just like Robert. Like some people cannot wait for it to be over because they tired of hearing about it, or they can't wait for it to be over because they want to hear about how bad it was. Tell me about it. How bad was it? Was it where Rocky at sea? Did they play all the same line dances every day, all day? The people can't wait to hear about how bad it was. And I'm just, in the back of my mind, being a perfectionist, me and my mom trying to dot every I and cross every T and make sure this thing is amazing. And we shouldn't be focusing on that. We should just be focusing on the 3,000 people that is coming and having a good time and don't even care about the outside world. But reality is reality. Right.
Yeah, Carlos, if I can share anything with you, if you never hear anything else from me after 36 years of doing line dance here in Cleveland, Ohio, and across the broad, and you give me the opportunity to be national, you always remember these words. And this is what I live by, and this is what has kept me for 36 years in this industry. And to be at a successful level, I'm almost 60 years old now. I ain't as young as some of y'all, but I'm almost 60. And to be able to do it at this level for as long as I have, you have to remember one thing. You can never make everybody happy. Never happen. Somebody always has something to say. Somebody ain't going to always like you. I'm not running a popularity contest. I'm running a business. And that's what I say. You can never make everybody happy, so don't even try.
I struggle with that. I ain't going to lie. Because at the beginners ball, we had 850 people, and it was 5 people. It might have been 4 or 5 people that had something bad to say, and that is stuck with my ass for 6 months. I promise you.
I know, but you gotta let it go, bro.
845 people had the time of their life.
Right.
It was the 5 people.
The longer you do it, you'll understand. You'll see what I'm saying. You'll be like, Rob was right. You gotta let that stuff roll off your shoulders. Think about you got the majority and not the minority. So that's one thing to look at too. And you still pack. Look how many you got coming for Atlanta this year. I wish I could come. Unfortunately, I'm DJing because I can't I got to keep my lights on. But I would love to be in that number, just to be in the building, just to be on the premises, just to be in the room. But you can never make everybody happy, and don't try. You try to please the majority and not the minority, because as long as you please the majority, people are gonna spread your name. People are gonna spread how much of a wonderful time.
Something's working. Something's working. He got 1,200 this year, from 850 to 1,200. That sounds like a success to me.
Them 10 complainers gonna get on my goddamn nerve.
Well, you forgot the 2 that came to me, so I had to. Yeah, I understand. You remember them for sure. I tell you, I remember her. I mean,
because everybody can walk up to you and be like, Moochie, you did a great show. You did a great show, Moochie. I love you, Moochie. Blah blah. It'd be 1,000 people out there. Moochie, I love you, Moochie. You gonna remember that one person said, "Man, fuck you. Your music trash." Blah blah. Blah.
Everything.
I ain't heard it yet. I hope they'll never say that to me. I haven't heard it yet, but I hope nobody will never say that.
Well, Big Moochie, lady came up to me and said,
"My people's gonna get on him. I haven't even got to do nothing."
Big Moochie, the lady came up to me and said, I know you carry a lot of weight. I said, well, that's why I'm on a diet. She said, no, I don't mean that. I mean, you get lots of, and she said she talked to Carlos already. Well, why are you talking to me? You already talked. But that's how it is, like you said. Yeah, and I'm like, well, man, Robert, Carlos, the stuff you're doing, man, is being touched. Something is happening. Look at your class. Look at where you're going, visiting people. Look at the cruise, man. It's so much that you should be proud of. You're gonna have that big Moochie wall in a minute. Hey,
Los, I got a question for you. Who put you on to the line dance community? When did you jump into the line dance community?
Me?
A lady named Lachey Johnson introduced me to line dancing when I was in corporate America. I was just like, I was looking for my bride, man. I was like, man, where are the successful, mature women at? And they said, because, I got tired of the regular party scene, the regular club scene.
Right.
And it was like, well, they got this line dance spot on Tuesdays, And so I rolled up in there. And in Richmond and a lot of other cities, too, when it rained, people don't really be showing up. So the first 2 classes I went to, it rained, and nobody was in there. And I was like, well, shoot, I'm here. Let me go ahead and learn these dances. So when that third class came and it didn't rain, them ladies showed up. I was in there showing out, boy. I knew those 6 dances, boy. I was in there.
Get your
I was in
spin
there
on.
showing out, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing.
See, back then, that's when the line dance class was like 99% women, 1% men.
Yeah. Well, you know, with
Now
me,
it's
Big
2%
Moochie,
men.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you next.
I actually was in the Fred Astaire. I used to love the way he danced, you know, on TV.
Okay.
I mean, he would like move, blah, 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 wow. But he was dancing with a woman. So I was hoping that it was like two-stepping. But none of the men showed up. And so I started, me in Chicago, Fred Edmonds, we would just dance with all the ladies. And they decided to go ahead and do line dance. And then I caught on quick and started my own class in Chicago. We started to work together. And like 17 years ago.
Was y'all Chicago stepping or Detroit ballrooming or Kansas City two-stepping?
Well, the people was from Atlanta. We didn't do it that long because there's no men. I can't remember.
Okay.
That was back in 2007. Yeah. And
okay. Yeah.
They were showing us a couple of steps, but then they said, you know what? We're just going to teach y'all line dancing. Oh, okay.
So you went to go potentially dance with women face to face, but no men showed up. So then they like basically canceled the class and like, we're going to line dance.
Yes, that's exactly.
That's how it is in Richmond. My mom used to dance. A lot of the instructors used to go to these Chicago stepping classes, but men would never show up. So for women just stopped going. They got tired of dancing with other women.
And thing with line dancing is that you don't need a partner to dance. That's why it's, you know what I'm saying, it's so awesome and it was so big.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like even when it was the women and the men dancing, you know what I'm saying, you had some people who had like low self-esteem. You know, they felt they wasn't like up to par. So they'd go to the club with all the fast chicks and the hot chicks. So, you know, they all out there on the floor twerking. They got dudes all up on them. They just be sitting down over in the corner like, nobody won't ask me to dance. Nobody won't ask me to dance. So once I started really pushing out that line dancing, now when the line dance song come on, they're like, shit, I don't need nobody to dance with me. Yeah. They get out on the floor and turn it up.
Yeah.
Hey, Diane, she's singing your song with the Charles. Where the man's at?
I did say that, didn't I?
Hey, we're going to do a line dance to that. Where the man's at? Because we need some more men on the floor with that.
They're on the podcast now.
Hey, I got my partner, Mr. Cowboy Boogie, Demetric Allen. He up in the chat right now. He said in North Carolina, it was equal with men and women for 20 years ago. It ain't the same no more, huh?
In Colorado. No, not at all. Wow. Yeah, like I said, I love that. And I caught on quick and they wanted me to become an instructor and just kept going all these years. You know,
so I'm slowly getting men in my class. The few guys I get in there now, they kind of set the bar now. I'm trying to get them on the floor. They kind of sit at the bar, kind of like, you know, why
you got some in there.
But now I got like 5 guys on the floor now. They kind of sprinkling in slowly, but
slowly but surely.
It comes
around 8. One time I had 15 at one time. When we did Mr. Sexy Man, which we're gonna do on the cruise. There's a lot of them on stage, but you're right. Just wait for the women to finish and talk to them.
What about you, Rob? How many men in your class?
Probably about, let me give you an estimate. I'll say about 26. They love it. They can't get there fast enough. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I know we're on the podcast, but I want to share this because I know my phone might cut off, but y'all got to hear this funny story. So I had a young man just started line dancing roughly maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And so he asked me different questions about line dance and how do I handle all the attention that's given to you, because he's a pretty good dancer and the women love him. And my advice to him was pick one, stick with one. Once you touch one and that word get out, you done. It's over for you. So that's the advice I give you, my brother. And I got a pet peeve. Beyonce could come to my class. I don't touch her. After 36 years, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started doing line dance, it was like a fat man running to a kitchen. I like a kid running to a candy store. But after a while, the Bible said when I was a child, I thought I was a child. But when I became a man, I put childish thoughts aside. I've been called everything but a child of God. But at the same time, too, I have my dignity and my respect. And it's so funny. And I was going to ask y'all this question while we're on this thing. Everybody except for Mr. Charles. Except for Mr. Charles, you can answer this question. Before you got married, and for all my single brothers, Big Moochie, for my boy Carlos, how do you handle all the attention that is brought to your way from a female perspective from the line dance side. Because all it took me 36 years to build my reputation.
Yeah, and it take 1 second to lose it. Right.
Right.
So I think I can attest, I ain't gonna get too explicit on here, but when you first get into it, it can be a lot. Because there is no men. And I feel like the crazy thing about it is if we had more men, it would be a lot easier to stay focused. Because when you like the only dude in there, like everybody looking at you, everybody trying to talk to you on your way to the bathroom, everybody trying to catch you in the parking lot. But when there's more men, if it's more like more balance, you can focus on the main thing could be the main thing. When you first get into this, it can be overwhelming. Like I am year 1.5. I'm Victory Lady. I got 100 people in my class. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And but once you see how it can affect your class, it kind of lets you pull the reins on yourself. You can have one bad interaction and somebody say something to somebody, and then now you got a whole left side of your class ain't in class no more. Like, even being in a relationship. I remember when I got married, the dumbest thing I did when I got married was come to class and tell everybody I got married. Listen, hey, I can't. And it wasn't even the fact that I told everybody I had got married. I had told everybody I was like too excited about it. Like I had got married. I was like, yeah, I'm married. I'm not married. That next week, my class was light as hell in there. I like lost a whole 35 people in that joint.
Hey, Carlos. Carlos, I wish I knew you during that time period because I could have gave you some great advice. It's one thing about it, and I know we got ladies on this call, and I'm going to be very respectful, but it's the truth. A lot of ladies come to your class, Carlos, have the fantasy in the back of their mind that they have a chance to be with you or an opportunity to be in your presence on a one-on-one, type atmosphere. And as long as they have that fantasy, they'll keep coming. When that fantasy is gone, they gone. They'll move on to the next one. But as soon as you hug them, oh, he want me, girl. He love me. As soon as you take a picture with them, they take the picture and they blew it up. It's all on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And there's not really much you can do with it because sometimes, like I said, to whom much is given, much is required. But when you put yourself in the spotlight or you're in a position of power as a man, you have to make sure to use it the right way because it can be used in the wrong way. However, you try to make sure people feel good. You upgrade people. I'll take a picture with somebody 99 pounds, and I also would take a picture with somebody 399 pounds. Girl, come on over here. Let me put my arm around you. Let's take this picture.
Yeah, hold on. Let me tell y'all about me because I don't got it like y'all. So people always ask me all the time.
Hold on. Time out, Moochie. Time out.
I don't got it like y'all.
Whoa, Moochie. Wait.
You get international.
Wait. You be at these trail rides every weekend. We're not gonna play that game. We're not gonna do that.
I'm saying this is what happens to me, y'all. and people in the chat who know me, who've been out at the shows or whatever, they can contest it. All the women, when the women come to me, you know what they say? Oh, can we take a picture? My grandmother loved your music. They call me. They want to FaceTime me with their mamas on the phone. Mama, oh, can you stay right here? I just want to FaceTime. I'm thinking they might be trying to get their little rap on so I can sit there and turn them down. Like, nah, I'm taking already. No. It's their mamas and their grandmamas. I'm their favorite grandmama's artist, or I'm their mama's favorite artist. My grandmama wake up every Saturday. She got you on YouTube, line dancing with you. Can you please just get on the FaceTime with me? They FaceTime their grandmother. I wave at her and all that. And oh my God, Big Moochie. They say, Big Moochie, baby. That's what I do. I don't get nobody slipping me their phone number.
All the grandmas want you then. Okay.
Look, I don't get the phone number slipped to me. What hotel you at? Where they got you staying? I don't get none of that.
Well,
they slide in your DMs, that's just as good. If they slide in your DMs, that's just as good. And you get.
Now I can still answer this.
Saying their mama love my music.
Go ahead, Mr. Charles.
I can answer this question too because I was not married before line dancing. Okay, I've been line dancing for a while. Actually, the 30th next Sunday is 13 years I met her. 13 years to that date. But when I introduced her as my girlfriend, I lost 5 women right there. I didn't even know they was even thinking about me. but obviously they were. But and they never ever came back. So just to say she's my girlfriend, I never said that before. I never say about my girlfriend. We just kind of like, but sometimes you just feel like it's the one. And like I said, here it is, 13 years later, line dancing. And so I'm happy about it. But I understand because your back is turned like 90% of the time. First of all, our back is
Correct.
what's going on back there. I used to mess with Walter.
Because
What's happening back there? Who's saying what? What's going on? It'd be wild.
Because of the pandemic, like post pandemic, well, before the pandemic, I had a lot of a mixed class, older, middle age, whatever. Then I got married back in 2015. All my classes older women. Like I had lost everybody my age and around my age, they all left. Like, because like Robert said, some people got a little inkling of, they think it's a slim chance that I can get with Carlos, blah, 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 whatever that is. And the moment you take that away from them,
it was a wrap.
They gone.
Came back.
I hate to say it, but it's true. They out of here.
And also that was in the music entertainment field too. It was they made you think that the artist was younger than what they were, and that the artist had to stay, don't say you engaged or you married or something like that to keep the fans coming. So, like we said, to give that inch of hope that, I might be able to get with him. That's how I used to be in the music. And
hold on. Time out. Let me not us making women mad. Y'all, Pamela said, nice chat, y'all. Stay blessed. She out. She like, we're not gonna talk about this kind of stuff on here.
Well, what we said earlier, we probably got to have a part 2 anyway, because we definitely talking. Look at all these people. Lord have mercy.
No, but it is a thing though. I do want to talk about that. On like a separate situation, like we can really address stuff like that. When we do another one of the men's podcast, with the men on it, because it is a actual element of what we do.
Yeah, It ain't that many of us in the first place. It ain't that many of us. It's not. But we are looking at the time, y'all. So you know how it is when we was talking about Big Moochie. What did we say? We wasn't gonna be on here for no dang hour.
Yeah, we weren't gonna be on long. We was gonna cut it short and say to be continued if we was in a deep conversation.
And we in deep conversation too.
Like how they be on CNN. We running out of time, y'all. Till next time.
So Robert, if you could give advice to a new up and coming instructor, what would you give them?
Male or female?
It's a generic one. Like I just started a class. Well, I'm gonna start my first class next week. What do we tell me?
It does make a difference, Carlos. I'm gonna try to ask the question one more time.
I'm gonna say, okay, I'm a female instructor. I'm gonna start a class next week.
You're a female instructor. You're going to start class. My advice to you would be confident in your presentation. Make sure that you know exactly your music, your people, your audience, what they like, what they might not like. And also something that I do that will go along well is I got certain people in my class. I know what song they like, whether it's Boots on the Ground, To Me, or whatever. And of course, being able to cater to your audience. That's what I would say.
Okay. He dropped the mic on us. He finished and left.
Yeah, he dropped the mic, did he? He
dropped the mic. That's all I
How
need.
about you, Moochie? Well, if somebody is new to the world, because you've been all over the place, you've been all over the country. What advice would you give an instructor starting off right now?
First thing I'll say is know the line dance that you teach.
That helps.
All the way through, you know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, and give the people what they want. Like I would say take requests first. And you know what I'm saying, and just do your thing and don't be fraternizing with the clients, you know what I'm saying, with the the students.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be mine. Not to cut y'all off. Hey, Leonard, Butter, what did I tell you? Because Leonard, he's one that was in my group that I basically got into starting to teach line dance classes.
Okay,
now his classes is off the chains now.
Go ahead, Mr. Charles. What would you tell somebody?
Woo, like you said, learn it, know it before you get out there, because all eyes are on you. when you mess up, they mess up, and they get mad at you when you mess up. Okay, they're watching you. You're being looked at by everybody. I would say, you know what? Don't think you're gonna be successful right off the bat. You know, a lot of times people are, but let it happen. You know, it took us a while. Even you, Big Mooch, it took you a while before you got to where you are. So have patience. You got to have some patience. Now the line dance field is so big. So, you know, if you need some help, go ahead and ask. Don't be scared to ask for help, because we do it all the time. We do it all the time. You know,
There's one thing I forgot to say, Los, too. Love line dancing. Don't just want to teach just
have
because
that passion.
you see everybody else doing it.
Have that
You know
passion.
what I'm saying? That line got to be in your soul. You know what I'm saying? You really got to want to do this, because there's a lot of and it's funny you said that, Los, because you know Tay Cheesy.
Yeah.
You know, supposed to be, she called me earlier today and was saying that she was in Atlanta, and she was talking about, you know, she's starting to see how the line dance community is starting to look at folks that's just coming in being disrespectful. And she said it's about, she ain't dropped the name down, but she said, oh, now all of a sudden they trying to teach a line dance class, and all they know is 2 dances.
Yeah.
But they charging $25. Wait a minute, charging $25 to get in their class.
That's
When
crazy.
line dance class up been $25?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's happening here. Not 25, but it's happening here. 2 or 3
And she said
dances.
all they knew was 2 dances. They
Yeah,
just taught the same dance and just stretched it all the way out. And she said, Moochie, they didn't even know how to teach it right.
yeah. Learn how to teach. Go somewhere that somebody's been teaching for a while. I would recommend that too. Go to these
Brockton
conventions.
Urban line dancers. They said, how many dances would you teach a class? That would depend on how long your session is. The people in your class, you got to vet those people. You got to know who's in there, how fast they can pick up on stuff. Because some classes you can go in there and teach in 2 hours. You can teach them, 15 dances. But some classes in that 2 hours, you can only do 4 or 5 dances. So it depends on your group, who you have, and how long the time you have. Every class is going to be different.
And what level you teaching?
Correct.
And Freddie said a good one. Everybody's not an instructor. Everybody cannot be a good instructor, because you know the dances and you can tell somebody. I don't mean you're a good instructor. Same with choreographer. Just because you create a dance don't mean that everybody's not that. So accept failure. Maybe you can't be one. Be an instructor. Do something else. But when you know 2 or 3 dances, like Carlos said, you do, and I'm an instructor now. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, whole one. Well, what you think, Carlos? You think we should get these 2 guys back next week if they're available? We ain't got nobody on the podcast. Big Moochie.
We should.
I'm gonna plug y'all in with some folks.
We should double up. I'm gonna probably bring them back in a month, and I want to do Cupid and Moochie together.
Yeah, I would like that too. We want to hear that story. We want to definitely hear that story. But well, we are running kind of hour and a half, so we're not gonna do no trivia, none of that stuff. No. We're gonna give you guys a toast for y'all being on here, and get y'all some last words. And this is our springtime schedule. It's still light outside in some places. It is. That's what Queen used to always say. But Charles, it's springtime. People gonna be outside, but we got to keep it short. Okay, and we still don't keep it short because people want to hear. All I gotta do is say Big Moochie. I ain't gotta say nothing else. I just say Big Moochie gonna be a podcast. Okay. And now look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you. But and we already said we're not gonna let Big Moochie make any kind of announcements. There's too many of them. Where he's going too many places. The board behind him.
They said their students are mostly beginners. Yeah, keep it easy. They'll let you know. They'll let you know the person that asks about how many dances should you teach.
Start off simple. Yeah,
they'll let you know. They're like, too much. Another one. Hold on, wait.
But everybody got their own. Like you said, Big Moochie said before, everybody got their own levels. But for me here in Cleveland, simple sales. Just always been my motto.
Yeah, we ain't asked Rob. Rob, how many dances you teach?
Of course, people want to learn some line dances that are challenging. We have some instructors here to teach challenging line dances, but I try to keep it simple. And simple sales, they have a ball with it. They can teach. Everybody becomes an instructor once they learn how to do it. You got people in class calling steps off of other people. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple sales. I say all the time. That's why you think beginners ball got 1,200 people. Yeah. Is there any
Simple
more?
sales.
Carlos, somebody did ask, was there any more tickets? I saw them way back there in the background. Are you shut down ticket
Yeah,
wise?
we got more tickets for 2026. July 1st.
2026.
July 1st, 2026. The registration gonna open up for
Are you changing the date? Changing the
No.
date, Los?
No. The registration opens on
Oh,
July
okay,
1st.
okay.
In 2025. I
I
already
be
see.
saying, it be selling out the previous year. Y'all be coming all late. Y'all got tickets left.
I see the UC boys.
Y'all know your cousins is.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Los, you might have to do an outside event next time.
Well, you know, I always do the rooftop, so we got the rooftop on Thursday.
Football field.
Yeah,
You know, like how the trail ride steppers do.
But see, line dance is too bougie. The moment it start raining or something, it's over, bro.
Right.
We done.
Right. They go put the tacos on to keep on dancing because they got the boots on the ground.
Yeah. You know, I'm an outdoorsman. I'm a camper and all that stuff, but these line dance community, they too bougie, man. They want it to be eloquent, nice, and you know,
it's too hot.
They got bugs out here.
Yeah, that would be something on it. And that would be something. I thank y'all for letting me be on here, even though my phone kept cutting off. It was a great conversation. I would like to do a part 2 maybe next month. Like you said, if y'all able to schedule us on, I'd like to come back on again because I got some questions that I put on the podcast, so some of y'all can answer. Some good challenging questions. Good challenging questions. I'm gonna keep us on here long because I know we can answer these and be here for another half an hour, 45 minutes. But it's an honor to be on here. Looking forward to being on the ship.
I'm setting the date right now, Robert. April 27th, Sunday. We got stuff to do.
To me.
April 27th, if y'all free.
Nikki said we got mixed.
And it just so happens to be my birthday. So get on here on that day, April 27th. That's Sunday.
Sound good. We got a boots on the ground Western style party on the 26th. So by then we'll have a full house. I done beaten boot on the ground out. And then I don't have the schedule like Big Moochie, but I'm honored to go to California to do Vicky Johnson event May 3rd in California. So I'm excited about coming to the LA area on May 3rd. Looking forward to it. Shout out to you, Vicky. Happy anniversary to you on the Line Dance Train. I'm coming to Cali. I wish I was coming to Atlanta too. I sure wish I would. Cleveland would be represented though.
What else you got? You going anywhere else this year?
Oh yeah, I'm going to Vegas. We got 2 events in Vegas latter part of this year, once in August, and then it's just a Cleveland thing. I'm never on the Carlos level, but we're doing a birthday cruise. I turned 21. We're doing a birthday cruise this year with my seniors, and it's called the Senior Silver Sexy Cruise, and we're going December 7th through the 14th for a week on Carnival. I think it's a new ship Carnival celebration. Anybody want to join us? You feel free to give me some information and I'll send it to you. Silver, Senior, and Sexy Cruise. We're going on the cruise tip. We're going on the deck. We're letting all our stomachs hang out on the cruise, on the deck. Y'all know how to do. Going right on the deck. If you got 6 stomachs, bring all 6 of them. We getting on the cruise deck and we letting it all hang out. We don't know these people. We come here for a week to enjoy ourselves, have a good time. Silver, Senior, Sexy Cruise, December 7th through the 14th, Carnival cruise ship, leaving out of Florida.
Yeah, I don't even know we got enough time for Moochie to say where every place he's going to.
No, we don't.
Moochie, give us a couple of major cities. You don't got this. Moochie we ain't got all night for you to list everywhere you're going, but it's give us a few.
It's a version.
All right, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, real fast. Okay, March 28th, I will be in Monroe, Louisiana. Sunday, March 30th, I'll be in Clarksville, Tennessee. Of course, the following weekend, at 4th, 5th of April, I'll be at the beginner's ball. My birthday is April 6th, so I'll be staying over. Then the 12th, Kentucky. The week after that, on the 18th, I'll be in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa. Okay.
April 19th.
We're not out of April yet. Damn.
And then
hold on.
I just stop right there until next time.
You said Norfolk. Where you gonna be at? When?
I got Norfolk on here, but I got Norfolk and I got something called Polkton, North Carolina.
Lord have mercy.
See, when I put them in yellow, those inquiries, that means I'm waiting on the contracts to come back.
That money ain't hit yet. That money ain't hit.
I thought yellow was a deposit.
But see, when I put it in green,
baby.
When I put it in green, that means the money that came in.
That makes sense, big man.
That's organization.
Yellow is the yield. You know what I'm saying? Let me just hold on for a minute. Let's see until they send something back. And then when they send it back, then it turn green saying it's a go.
I know that's right, player. Take care of your business. Everybody turn to your neighbor, tell your neighbor, take care of your business.
Like in church. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna give y'all a toast, just a toast to you guys. The fellas toasting. And last week we had most of the ladies for Queen Sheila's event. So it was just kind of good to be with the fellas this time. No offense. But I'll go ahead and get the first one, Carlos, and you can do the next one. You guys are something special. It's so great to know you. Every time somebody says, "You heard of Big Moochie?" Oh man, Big Moochie, we cool. Yeah, we talk all the time. So Robert, for some weird reason, he calls me his hero. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's my hero. Okay. Yeah, okay. I just love you guys and just glad that I know you, and we can't wait to see the cruise and just hang out together. So here's to both of y'all. Much more success.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. I really not much love. Let me tell you why you're my hero, Sir Charles. I'm glad you said that because we could be in here a little longer, but I'm gonna say this and be quiet. That wedding you had, man, it's unmatchable. I can't nobody do that, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, you my hero, brother. You brought. It's epic. The wedding you had in Louisiana was in New Orleans, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
Epic.
You know who the cameraman was?
Carlos.
Yep.
That's a lot. That was a lot of walking. That's all I can tell you. But yeah, you're my hero, brother. I first of all, I'm trying to find somebody crazy enough to marry me. Number two, they have to be able to put up with line dance. Number three, they have to be very secure in themselves. If you can't find nobody that's secure in themselves to be around all the people we're around, it's not gonna work out. But that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother subject. But thank y'all for letting me be on.
I appreciate that. That was a hell of a wedding. That was.
Zet says the reason why she went on the first line dance cruise was because of Big Moochie promoting it.
I've been promoting the hell out of it. I try to get everybody.
So I guess, Carlos, you go ahead and give Big Moochie a thing because I think Robert's gone. You go ahead and toast to Big Moochie.
Yeah, man. Well, Robert, it's perfect to bring Robert and Moochie on here because they were the headliners of the very first line dance and groovy cruise, and they've been on it and supported me ever since. And it's like in line dancing, it's hard to find people that support you all in, got your best interests at heart, and will ride that thing out. So I toast to y'all guys for helping me grow and learn the community and meet all these great people y'all introduced me to. And I just love y'all.
Friendship.
Much love, bro. Much love, real.
Hey Rob, I'll say we that had that friendship, like I say with Carlos. So we on the 10th year anniversary, right?
Correct.
Carlos, how many arguments have we ever had?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's 10 years of just straight.
Got time for that.
Just straight love for each other.
Well, it's been 12 years. Remember, we had to wait 2 years for this cruise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. We did have to wait 2 years. I'm just honored to be on here. Number one, I see the bigger.
The first cruise for a year, so it really been 13 years. We had to promote the cruise. The first cruise.
Right.
A year.
Hey, y'all, real quick. I got to interrupt y'all real quick. I have to real quick introduce y'all to the person that stole the spotlight on the last cruise here.
No.
Come on in.
She on that cruise, boys. He tore it up.
Come on up in here. Yes, ma'am.
No.
Mr. Ned, what's up?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole
Hey,
lot.
Mr. Ned.
She was
Hello there.
dancing and everything. Boy, I'm telling you. No, what my man told me I should go buy some chairs because I guess she went to the chair class. I don't know what was going on there.
Don't even keep bringing that up.
Oh, yeah, she went to the chair dancing class. She was in there doing her thing with Orchid and them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not y'all froze up on me. They froze up on us. There you go.
Well, I can hear you, but it says oops, connection lost. I guess they say we've
We
been
over
on
that
it.
hour. We over
No,
that hour and a half mark, Mr. Charles.
No, he moved his laptop. You know when you move your computer like that, sometimes it don't mess up. Yeah.
No, okay, my bad. It's her fault. Well, Robert's just finished talking about the wedding, but yeah, I know we getting ready to get off, but it's my baby's last day at her job. Yay, we gonna spend some time together. I love it. I love it. More time together. So, but well, Big Moochie. Well, Robert, we'll go ahead and start with you. You got any last words before we shut her down? So people get
I
mad
just
at
want
us.
to say thank y'all for the
Going 2
opportunity,
hours.
man. It's been good to be able to break bread with my brothers and have this conversation. We
Wow.
touched on a lot of different subjects, a lot of different perspectives from where you see it or from what you see, and it's been a wealth of knowledge and information. Looking forward to seeing everybody on the ship, and I'm looking forward to being part of history. That's what I'm more excited about. This is an historical event that's getting ready to take place. Shout out to Carlos and Avis for even trying to put this on together.
Yes.
And I pray for those that don't see the vision, but I pray for everybody that do see the vision and know what we're getting ready to do. We're going to make history. This is going to be history. This is the kind of stuff you take to your grave. This is history. His story.
We need to get
God
the
bless y'all with
Guinness
that.
World Records to come and record this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
history.
sure they're gonna make a movie. Y'all think I'm playing? It's gonna make a movie.
Hey, Lo, did you reach out to the
Should be.
Guinness World Records?
No, that's it. We're gonna reach out to them for a few things with the cruise, but yeah.
Because it's automatic. The most line dancers on a cruise ship. Bam.
Yep.
Ain't nobody got that title.
Nobody.
Oh,
All right, y'all. My phone getting ready to go dead. Y'all brothers take care. April 27th. I'll put it on my calendar. I'm going to try to share it with the whole city of Cleveland next time if y'all give me the link ahead of time, because I know Cleveland would tune in to hear some stuff that they don't know, but some of them will try to guess that they know. But I appreciate y'all, and everybody have a good evening. God bless you. Everybody that was online with us, God bless you. God keep you. My prayers are with you, not about you.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob.
Big Moochie, got any last words, my
All right.
brother? Till we get you back.
Oh man, just thanks for the love for everybody, you know, and everybody who's been rocking out with me since 1996. I just love everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it on the wood, baby. Let's do it.
Wow. Well, you know,
and also got one more. For those in the group chat, if y'all ain't registered for the Line Dance Groovy Cruise, y'all need to line up right now. There it is. Sign up right now. Line Dancing Groovy Cruise. There we go.
Well, you know, I love this. I hate we had to stop it because you guys are wonderful. This was
We need a part 2 that keep them coming back.
My birthday. Yep. Part 2 for sure. Carlos, you got any parting words, my friend? I know you do.
That's it, man. We like you said, the cabins are limited. Everybody watching from my class right now, I'm back home. Don't think I'm still road tripping. That means the ass better be in class tomorrow. And we about to turn up. We got, this Monday, we're getting y'all ready for next week. We got Sharika Nicole coming in. We also going to go over some stuff to get y'all ready for the beginners ball. We got that in a week and a half. People will start arriving to Atlanta in a week and a half.
Them days, I'm counting.
So,
and that's my birthday weekend, so you already know.
That's it.
I'm turning 53. 53. Lord have mercy.
It's Mom's birthday.
And so we gonna have a good time. We get down there. But like I said, Line Dance Mondays tomorrow. We got the beginners ball in a week and a half. We got Sharika Nicole coming the Monday after next. So that's gonna be crazy. Come on out, check us out. And if you ever in Richmond, man, on a Monday, come on, holler at your boy. It's gonna be the best investment you've ever made to come to line dancing. You're gonna learn a lot, and you're gonna meet a lot of great people. Am I going anywhere? I got Deep Creek in Maryland coming up in June. I got Rondi's event in May.
You there?
I still gotta get my Omaha ticket. I talked about Omaha for the last 2 months on here. I ain't get my ticket yet. But I ain't gonna blame it on me. I told Nikki to inbox me the link, and she ain't inbox me yet. She keeps saying she's gonna do it. It's her fault. And Mr. Charles got his event next year. I'm gonna be on that one. 2026. He don't know he having an event yet, but yeah, I'm gonna be the first instructor enlisted on.
Big Moochie better be there too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, we don't got no cruise next year. Cause like I said, most likely we're gonna do the cruise every other year. So 2026, Mr. Charles better have an event. We going to Cleveland. Moochie better have an event. Hey, and for real, Moochie, for real though, like that's something you need to look into.
A lot of people been telling me that, man, but I be
bro, that'll be crazy, bro. Like people gonna pull up.
Yeah,
I told me as soon as I move here, boy, I give you like 4 years and you're gonna have an event down there. So
like because that's going to bring out line dancing in Spartanburg.
Yes.
If you plan to stay there, they're gonna be like, how do you get 800 people here? Do they live here? Be like, no, they came from out of town.
Right.
All the locals gonna be trying to figure out what's going on. We want to line dance,
This is family. Yeah, this is family. That's how it works. So for me, I'll end it with of course, we always talk about Queen Sheila. Thank you for having this. If you want to hear more about line dancing and podcasts, Carlos has this thing on Tuesday. You still having it this Tuesday, Carlos? At 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Listen to that. 12 noon.
Right.
Trying to get word out to people about what's going on, everybody. That's what this podcast is about. Yeah, just information, meet people. If you didn't know Big Moochie, you should know him by now. Robert, same thing. So I'm so thankful and grateful for Queen. I'm thankful and grateful for Carlos to actually being the co-host with me. This is so much easy. You do all the reading.
Look at Bernadette. Bernadette said we fighting for that first instructor spot at Mr. Charles' event.
Bernadette, come on, Bernadette. You come out here too. All right, we had her on here, and she gets what 3,500 songs she created. I love it. Come on, Bernie. Well, we just love our line dance family. Yeah.
Hey, I got a little fun fact for y'all. Did y'all know that me, Bernadette, I am Kenny J, and Brooklyn Ed is like some of the first instructors that started posting our line dances on YouTube when YouTube first started.
I miss.
We all was skinny then.
Miss
Back when YouTube first started.
Yeah,
because I was the first one to start doing it in the living room with my back turned. You know what I'm saying? I knew people, when you face the camera, people end up going the wrong way. So I just started turning my back, doing it in my living room on it. Next thing you know, a year later, everybody posting in their living room.
You gotta be secret, Big Moochie. You gotta keep doing nothing.
Just a trendsetter. I ain't mad at him. Just a trendsetter.
No, hey, that's the best compliment. When someone
they'll tell you we was the first ones on YouTube.
But we want to say goodbye to everybody. Like I said, line dancing has allowed me to meet this beautiful woman. So line dance has been so good to me. All the places we gone, been, and stuff like that. So, like I said, Sparkle City is what they call it. Travis and Diane, Latanya, y'all been on here. Thank y'all for getting on here. Let the people know that Sparkle City, Spartanburg, they need to. We're trying to show them, Carlos. I'm trying to say what's up. Line dance.
That sounds like a nice little event. Y'all going to that Sparkle City Steppers event. Y'all going to that.
They don't know. 800 people. I'm telling you, from all over the country. I'm telling you. So, but we always want to end it as we always. Is Robert out there now? He got a better reception now than he did when he's on here. Big Moochie, baby.
He's watching on Facebook now. He watching on
Facebook. He got reception.
Right.
Sorry, everybody. We weren't gonna be long this time. But how could you not be long with Big Moochie and Robert? How can you not? Okay, this is special. This is the 200 series. This is special. So we're gonna end it. And I'm gonna give you a holler too, Big Moochie too. We're gonna end it with what Queen always says: love is no good unless you give it away. And we'll be giving away all the love. Thank you, Big Moochie, Robert. We love you guys. Can't wait to see y'all on the ship.
Yeah.
And Big Moochie, we'll see you in a couple weeks. You be at Beginner's Ball, so we'll see you there.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. I gotta come support my partner Los.
Everybody gonna be dancing like a net.
I got a new EP getting ready to drop soon. So y'all be ready. I took a little break on the
Carlos is
I ain't gonna say a break though, because I just did the Do It For The Sip, which is one of the newest line dances that I dropped. If y'all don't know Do It For The Sip, Southern Soul Rock, but I got a whole nother EP coming. You know what I'm saying? I want to get these new artists a little chance to shine before I come back out and start stepping on necks again.
Me and Rhonda did it at Christmas party, yeah. So we definitely were doing that. So yeah, my baby do be dancing, Carlos. She be out there and she be throwing down. I love it. Nothing like it. And your woman be dancing too. So let's not
yeah.
YouTube viral. She YouTube viral. Everybody see
Y'all that line dance together, stay together.
Whoa, look out now. I like that. Word to the wise. All right, everybody. Hope you'll be on next week. We don't know who's going to be on next week, but it's a surprise to us, a surprise to you. But thank you again, Big Moochie, Robert, Carlos. I give you a holler during the week. And everybody have a wonderful rest of the evening. All right.